Hi, I'm MC Timmy. It's your boy DJ Yung Milli. This is shopsydoo over here.
The only show in the world where we play music, give you some Afro knowledge, and dance in the studio too.
That is right. We out here on Bang Radio. This is Bang 103.6, and you're listening to Afrohits.
Afrohits show on Bang Radio with DJ Yung Milli, MC Timmy, and myself.
Bang Radio.
Right now, DJ Yung Milli on 103.6.
Africans!
It's Afrohits on Bang Radio with MC Timmy, DJ Yung Milli, and your boy shopsydoo. I told you that we were expecting some very special guests in the studio, and it's a pleasure to introduce the man himself. I almost feel like calling him an Afrobeats pioneer, which is what you are. The one and only JJC. Welcome to Afrohits.
Thank you very much, thank you very much. If you don't know, get to know. I'm the one they call JJC. Baba do the way they shout ahoo. Ahoo, because we're black and we're beautiful.
Ahoo! Listen, JJC, thanks for coming into the studio. We're speaking a little bit earlier on about a little bit of Afro knowledge.
Yes.
You know, wanted to get people up on their Afro beats to know that this thing started quite some time ago.
Long time
it's
ago,
not
very,
just
very long time.
2, 3 years, Whiskey, Davido, not D'banj. It went a little bit further than that. JJC, at the beginning of the 2000s, of course,
yes,
you got into the scene here in the UK via the mainstream scene.
Actually,
let's talk about
to
that.
tell the truth, actually, the campaign and the struggle started way before that. You know, I used to be a DJ, so I used to make these breakdown mega mix CDs, and on those CDs I used to actually put little Nigerian phrases to get people used to it, like shetigbo, and stuff, different kind of things, and people kind of liked it. So when I used to perform on stage and people heard, hold on, isn't that song RT Big Brovas? I've heard it on the mixed CD. These guys must be big. So I gave them this illusion that Big Brovas at that time was the street thing. We were cool, new age Africans, and I think it worked because 2 years later the squad was triple the size. It kind of reminds me of the HKN of now.
50 deep.
It's like, we were like more like 60 deep. Yeah, we were like 50 deep or something, you know. And every time we had a show, we had all our friends come together, and it was amazing. And Big Brovas eventually won the Mobo in 2000. Obviously, with every single success comes more fan base. At that point, I decided, okay, time to put the group together and put the superpowers of the group together, and I stepped to the back a little bit with my African thing, and I put Big Brovas together as 3 boys, 3 girls, and yeah, the history was made with a platinum album. So yeah.
But coming from your angle, what is your description of JJC?
Okay, JJC is, for me, my story is age 14 my dad died and my sister adopted me, basically, and I jumped on the flight, 6-hour flight, and the next minute I opened my eyes, really, I was in a new world. I did not understand anything.
Wow.
When I walked down the streets, everything just looked like I was in the future. You know, I was 14, so I was impressionable. And then going to school, everybody teased me because I had a different accent. And in Nigeria, I came from a very good family, so I thought.
So your accent was posh.
I thought I was posh. You know, I have sisters and brothers in America, so we were cool. You know, but
And then to get here,
I got here, it's like, hello, my name is Abdul Rashid. I come from Nigeria. How are you doing? You're like, move, bro. You know, say, yo, whack. You know, and then obviously the other Nigerians started teasing me, and they were, JJC. Yeah, look at this JJC. Hence the name JJC, because I was like, okay, I'm new to this place. Johnny just come up. Okay. Yes, so what? I'm new to this place, but it doesn't mean that defines who I am.
absolutely.
And with all the struggles of a JJC, I wasn't able to go to university because I didn't have I passed my course with 9 A's. Yes. And passing, I wanted to go to university to keep on learning more about editing and After Effects and stuff like that, because it was my personal passion. But I wasn't able to. So instead, I actually started doing odd jobs, and then started doing editing until I got a job as an editor. Now, with all those struggles as a JJC, I just wanted to do music that my people can relate to. People that I knew at home knew that I was into music, and now I've made it to England, the land of
milk and honey.
Opportunity.
You know, I have to show them that, yes, yeah, I'm in London, I'll do this thing. So even from secondary school, I put together my first group. and I've been trying hard to sell this African music, I guess.
You worked with, I was looking at the list today and I'm like, really? Yeah. Lemar, Jamelia, Genuwine, Liberty X.
Yes, at that time, you know, I was, you know, as I said, it was that buzz. We were the new kids,
the cool kids,
the cool kids, and all the producers loved what I did with Big Brovas, and they wanted to get a little bit of something from me with them together. Let's see what happened. I did a track with Lemar called Fresh, a very cool song on the first album. I did some stuff with Jamelia and Liberty X. A lot of opportunities came to me, and I really embraced it, and I did my best, and I enjoyed that period. Africa is the new money. You know, ask anybody, where's JJC?
Listen, man,
I'm in Africa.
You're looking like new money right now. Trust me.
Everybody look at me, they go, all right, Skillz, JJC, you look a bit fresh. I said, yeah.
That's what I said when you walked in.
I had to face two different struggles. First, I struggled heads to make it, and I finally made it. And unfortunately, the side effect is I got this accent, which is just normal here. But when you get to Nigeria now, you go, how you doing, man? What up, man?
Pretty cool.
LA. No, better go back to where you come from. I beg. You won't come and take our money and take it to London, Abi? No, we're not going to enter. So I had to deal, and then again, just like I just had to switch my tonation to street. If I didn't learn that in the past 2-3 years I've been in Nigeria, so far what's happening now in my life won't be happening, because you can't relate to a street population of people that are into music. Streetwise, I'll say it's 80%. 20% are tush like me, but the 80% are street, and they speak broken English. They don't speak English. So you have to find a way to relate to them when you go to connect to them. When you go to interviews, you have to switch it. Hello, Namio, JJC, everything they go. Do you understand? It's such a different thing. So now JJC is not a JJC in Nigeria.
My goodness. Right, so it's our special guest on wearebang.com. That's our website. It's Bang Radio Afrohits.
For a lot of people, Moe Musa, of course, is an award-winning video director.
Absolutely.
Based in the UK, has done absolutely amazing things. Shot videos for Wizkid, Davido, the entire cast from Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, flown around the world to do this. But he actually started learning from you.
well, the history goes deep. I signed him the same time as, or should I say, I got him involved in the business the same time as I created Backbone Music. And Backbone Music was designed to develop a producer or a production team and a video team. And the video team, funny enough, was spearheaded by Mr. Moe Musa, who is now a big director.
It's a big,
and
the big G now.
And the production side was the position filled by someone called Don Jazzy.
So in effect, what you're saying is that you are the boss. You are the director of all these guys, man. People making noise about Maven and Moe hits before. They don't know what they're talking about.
Okay, let's just say this: as black people, you know, we don't stay together. We don't do things together. And any opportunity we have for us to do our own solo thing and make all the money for ourselves, we automatically take it.
Let me wanted to ask you this question. When you went back to Nigeria and you were doing interviews, people were speaking to you, people started to find out that you actually put the likes of Don Jazzy, like you said, D'banj, like you said, together. These were guys that were working with you and behind you in your team. And you had an interview that you gave in Nigeria where you spoke about how the relationship broke up, and people took that interview very negatively. It went viral around the world, crazy. And for some reasons, I personally felt perhaps that video or that interview that you gave at that time became almost like there was like a negativity around supporting JJC in Nigeria, and perhaps it blackballed you in a way. What do you think?
Well, I would not be surprised, because we have a big star in Nigeria, D'banj, and the conflict, or that little tiny argument, I'll call it. To me, it was just a tiny argument, but it was a big thing in Nigeria and in the music industry. And for me, it was like I was dealing with a different issue where, I felt kind of like insulted for a certain reason, and I reacted, which I'll call it reaction, which is not something that you should, it's not an action. I didn't write a statement back. Instead, I just reacted, and there was a TV station right there to capture someone slapping you, and
somebody's always watching.
so
they got the raw,
emotion, and nobody out there is not guilty of having feelings and feeling like you've been taken for a mick. But anyways, that moment created a whole divide. And when I went into Nigeria, I found that a lot of people obviously love him. He's a celebrity, and then automatically, me coming from London, I just looked like this guy that was jealous of this person that used to be under me, but now he is a big superstar. Obviously, it wasn't nothing to do with that, and obviously the media would milk it.
That's our job.
Standard.
I got a couple of views from that one as well.
But eventually, what I knew I had to do was just keep quiet, let it blow over. Just like I always said, today's news is tomorrow's fish and chips cover.
Absolutely.
Let me go back to work. Let me tell my story. Let me put together my album. Let me put together my works. And those people that have picked sides and call it side picking, ultimately, I'll just say to them, let the music convince them. When I see the band, me and him hug each other, we talk, it's all love. You know, me and Don Jazzy, we hang out, everything is all good. You know, just like anybody, me and you could have a fallout. We have a fallout. As long as I apologize, you apologize, it's over.
That's it.
We move on to the thing that we do, which is music. You know, so
speaking of JJC Skillz on the Afrohits show with myself, shopsydoo, MC Timmy and DJ Yung Milli, a fantastic guest in the studio. We've got K-Swiss as well. The camera's in my face. Steve Spotlight is out there. It's incredible. UK Afrobeats. There's been this divide between UK and Africa. A lot of people feel that authenticity doesn't come out of the UK.
Honestly, there's a lot of young boys out here that are trying to make music, and I have to give it up to them. People like Mologo, so big up to them. They're the new generation, but you have to understand they're facing a whole different set of problems. They are used to now having Nigerian superstars who actually create the trend. So because the music now, the trend is coming from Nigeria, if you are not in Nigeria to jump on exactly when it cracks, the new rhythm, the new kind of flow, if you're not there, anything you do is a copy. Now, just like hip-hop, there's no way you can sell hip-hop to Americans. No way. So there's no way you can come from the UK and say you want to come sell them Afrobeats. You are joking.
Wow. So Fuse cracked that.
Fuse is not selling what's named to Nigeria, he's selling it to the
rest
world.
Of the world.
And so, he's doing a very good job of it.
If that's the case, what advice would you have based on your experience? I mean, you've mentored the likes of Don Jazzy, D'banj, all the big guys. What advice would you have for the guys who are either in Nigeria, in Ghana, in Congo, in all the African countries, and in the UK as well? Let's split the two. Let's have some advice for the young Africans and the African artists in the UK trying to break it. What would you say to them?
For me personally, I always say, it goes back to the same thing, grassroots work. Who are you? What's your identity? What's your market? Target them and aim for them. Basically, don't even try to create a new niche. There's nothing new under the sun. If you know you speak French, do French, find out what works within the French market and only target those people. When you gather your what's called your fan base and you are strong,
your army.
Even if you have 100 or 200 people that can shout your name, anytime you record and release something, there's 200 people that will support you, 200 people that will tweet it. Those 200 people will get you another 200. Those other people will get. I've been to Nigeria now, what, 3 years, and with all the struggles that you're saying, these people, that one here is against me or whatever, I have started from beginning. I did not even watch what JJC has done before because that's telling stories. I started again from beginning. Started going back to the clubs, going back meeting all the DJs, going to the radio stations, finding out about the OAPs. Basically, start from fresh. I can't even use this knowledge I gained in the UK because Nigeria is a whole different market. So now I have to now learn what is going on in Africa on the streets and then adapt it to my survival. To my survival.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, if you are in the UK, what is working in the UK. Try and capture your African market within the UK first.
Absolutely.
100%.
Get everybody in your university to say you're the coolest dude that does Afrobeats. Now let Lambeth now convince what's it called? Let South London convince North London, and then when you have the whole London, do a concert and show your force that you know what, I am the king of London.
Trust me. Bro, that's big stuff, man.
Man like me been doing this thing for years.
Skillz, dropping knowledge. We can spend a whole day getting information from you. But a lot of artists, a lot of Africans in the UK that are listening, I think should be inspired by what you just said there. Because I actually am. I live in Essex, and trust me, no Afrobeats artist has taken over Essex yet.
You need to be the king of Essex.
But he can't sing though. The guy can't sing. When God was giving out the singing talent, on the day when God was giving out the singing talent, he was late.
But we thank God there's auto-tune.
Even that won't work for him.
JJC, before we let you go,
thank you.
There is the Jazz Cafe headline show, the Afrobeats Live at the Jazz Cafe in May. 31st. I think it's on the 31st of May. Yes. It's going to be an absolutely amazing night with Afrobeats artists. But you are headlining.
That's right.
Tell us about what people should expect and why people should come and see you.
Basically, at that period, I'm working on what you call the My Life Tour. So try to just visualize whatever you hear on that record. I'm going to try to bring that to your table. And hopefully I'll get some Nigerian artists that would be in England to come and support. But I definitely expect a couple people like the Big Brovas to show up. And my new album that I'm putting out, definitely going to perform some of the songs from there. And then I've got some old classics as well.
Fantastic.
So, it's one thing that we always do with some of our guests when they come on the show. It's called the Afrohits 5. It's 5 questions you've got to answer.
Okay.
The final question, there is no ducking.
No choice. You've got to answer that one by force.
So, now, first question on the Afrohits 5 today is your favorite African city.
My favorite African city has to be Lagos.
Lagos, very easy.
Your
second one?
For your favorite African food.
My favorite African food has to be jollof rice.
Hey, the third one is the current Afrobeats tune that you're listening to.
The current Afrobeats tune that I'm listening to is Kiss Daniels, Would You?
Would you?
Yeah, we played that one quite regularly. In honor of you being here, we'll make sure we play that one.
I love
absolutely.
And of course, can you please tell us what is your favorite Afrobeats dance step at the moment?
And you got to show us too.
My favorite dance step will have to be the Sharky Jump.
Oh, let's go.
Sharky.
And this is the final one.
He left you dead and buried.
No, you've got to understand, this is some real Nigerian now in the building. Understand? I'm soft now. Now, the final question that you cannot duck, dive, or miss, you've got to answer this one on the Afrohits. Final question for JJC before he leaves the building. Now, kiss, marry, or ignore?
Ooh,
we're going with the lovely Genevieve and Nnaji from Nigeria.
Yeah.
We're going with the Joselyn Dumas from Ghana. And we're finishing with Lupita Nyongo from Kenya. Who are you going to kiss, marry, or ignore? My brother.
Okay, let's go this way.
Yep.
I will ignore.
Yes, ignore.
I'll ignore Genevieve.
Wow.
She's beautiful. She's amazing. But, you know, I don't want to share my brother's ex. It's very controversial. And for that reason, you know, I want to be the first taker.
Damn. Ouch. This guy is easy. This guy is smart, man.
I do love her to bits.
Who are you going to marry?
Okay. Let me just kiss somebody first. You know, I'll definitely have to, I'll kiss Lupita because she did a very good job with that movie. Fine girl. And I want to kiss her and say sorry for the beating. Why you do this to you? It's not nice. Yeah, so I'll give her a kiss. She's very gorgeous. And then I'll marry, Joselyn Dumas.
Joselyn, I'm marrying Joselyn Dumas too.
Any day.
With that backside, trust me, you're listening to Bang Radio.
I like that.
I like your Eru.
Joselyn, I want your Eru.
It's Afrohits with MC Timmy, DJ Yung Milli and shopsydoo, our special guest, JJC. Thank you so much for coming in to play with us here at Bang. You know, This is your house, bros. You're welcome at any time. Don't think you're a stranger.
Do not worry.
Steve, I'm telling you now, he's allowed here anytime.
Yeah, I'm here, don't worry. They get me I'll bring some stuff. Put there.
All right, then. Thank you very much. Shout outs to JJC Skillz. It is Afrohits. Keep it bang.